What's going on, my little bundle of chestnuts? It's your girl, Kate Winchester here, and this video is an apology. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you won't know what the hell this is, but I got fired from my job because I have a learning disability, and they basically got tired of repeating themselves, even though I told them that I had a learning disability and that I would have to train a little bit more, you know, and so they fired me just because they got tired of repeating themselves. But if somebody has a learning disability, then what do you expect, you know? So I made an Instagram video of me upset about it, and I was gonna explain that I would probably need a break from social media because of that, and there were a lot of comments about it. Sorry, my brother is going off. Shut up! So, anyway, I'm really sensitive today because I had to go over there and sign a paper basically reliving my termination, and so I was upset about it. So I made a video on Instagram because I told you guys that if I talk about it and get it off of my chest, then it helps me. But there was this person on there who thought me crying was hilarious. So some of you are, you know, that follow me on Instagram were really loyal and started telling her off, and I was like, you know what, maybe if I understand, like, maybe she thinks that I'm joking, so if I tell her that I'm not, then maybe it'll work out. So I talked to her about it, and I was just kind of like, hey, why were you laughing at my post? Like, I lost my job. Like, you could just scroll down if you think it's funny. And she started making, like, she just kept being really mean to me in the DMs, and I was still trying to be all like, you know, if my friends were rude to you, I'm sorry, you know, and then she called me dumb, and I really don't like being called dumb because of my learning disability. So if you call me dumb, then that is like, no. So I corrected her grammar, and I was like, now who's dumb? And there were quite a few people who were offended at me bullying her back, basically. And after some reflection, I realized that I made a mistake, and I'm not going to sit here and cry about it because I honestly, one, I have no tears left in me, and two, because I'm not Tana Mojo. I'm not gonna fuck up and then cry about it and be like, oh, feel bad for me, please don't unsubscribe. Like, if you unsubscribe, I understand. Thank you for being here when you were, and thank you for the opportunity to have you on my channel, and your support really meant a lot, and you won't be forgotten. Like, it's been fun. But I'm aware that I sank to her level, and I want my channel to be about positivity and spreading love and loyalty and all of that sunshine and rainbows. And so I guess where I went wrong is, I guess I should have reflected, or just like kind of let her go off, you know, and then just come back with an I'm sorry you feel that way, like I've always been doing. But I was just so sensitive today and yesterday, I just didn't really think about that. So you're right, I made a mistake. And I'm sorry that you had to see that, and I'm sorry that I made that mistake. I even commented on the post, and I said, hey, let's not bully her back. Like, my channel is about positivity and being the bigger person. But if we're all, like, jumping down her throat, then we're not really being the bigger people. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, we're not being the bigger people by stooping down to her level. And, yeah. So, I'm So to the girl who posted that, I really hope nobody treats you as badly as you treated me and the rest of my friends that were just trying to be friends, you know, and supportive, and, you know, and I'm pretty sure that if you lost your job, you would understand how it felt, you know, and yeah, so I'm maturely stating that I made a mistake, and I'm not gonna, not say that I made a mistake. I'm not gonna be like, well, it serves her right, like, I shouldn't have let her get the best of me. It was very easy for her to get into my head today because I had to go to my old job and sign a paper that basically says I no longer work here. So, yeah. It's, not been the best day ever. You know what I mean? So, when you're already upset about something and then somebody comes and makes it even worse, it's kind of hard to be the bigger person, but what I should have done is just leave it alone. You know, I should have just deleted her comment, blocked her, and done that. So I'm sorry that I didn't, and that you had to see that. So for the person, there was even somebody who commented saying that they don't think they'll be watching me anymore, and that they don't like the fact that I stooped down to her level, and you're right. I am sorry that you had to see that, and you know, I'm sorry. That's all I can really say is, like, I'm sorry that I made a mistake. Like, as human beings, we have to make mistakes and then apologize and be like, you're right, I'm sorry, that was a real dick move of me, I'll never do it again, and then grow from it. So this is me trying to say, I'm sorry. I was a real bitch today. And, I mean, granted, somebody was a bitch first, but I should have been the bigger person and not be a bitch back. So, I should have just killed her with kindness like I did when I was working at Denny's. And just leave it at that. So, if you do decide to stop watching, I don't blame you. And thank you for being here when you were. And we're gonna miss you. I think I speak for all of us when I say that yeah, we'll miss you, and thank you for being here when you were. And yeah. So I'm trying not to be upset anymore about losing my job, because I did get my paycheck, and it's a pretty fat check, you know. So I'm not sad about that. I am sad about how they didn't want to give me a chance. I'm sad about how they only gave me 2 times on the register by myself, and we're like, you know what, we don't want to keep repeating ourselves, like, you're out, sorry. So that, and somebody being an asshole, didn't really go the right way. But sometimes life doesn't go the way you want it to, and I'm aware of that, and I'm sorry, okay? And thank you for letting me see and be like, you know, hey, you're being a real bitch right now. That way I can sit down on the couch and think about what I could have done better, and what I should have done better. So thank you for helping me see that. And yeah. So I think I'm gonna delete the post of the screenshots about the conversation that went on. I was really mad when I posted it, and I was really, really upset, and I'm still a little heartbroken over my job. But hey, Walmart's hiring. I can do the night shift at Walmart, you know. So there's other opportunities out there. So, and I'm aware of that. But again, thank you for watching and listening. And if you don't want to watch anymore, I totally understand, and I totally get it. And thank you so much for being here when you were, and I'm sorry that this all went down, and I'm sorry that I even posted about me being fired. Like, I could have done a video about that. I don't know. I guess it was just kind of like the heat of the moment. It's just been one of those days, you know? I'm not trying to make an excuse and be like, oh, it's just one of those days, you know? Like, I made a mistake. I'm a real bitchy person when I can be. And I can be a real bitch at times. I can be really petty at times. It's just... I've been hurt, and I guess what I do in those times is I fire back because I'm so sick and tired of just sitting there and taking it and letting it wear down on me. I have been going to therapy and talking about that, so I'm sorry that you guys had to see me firing back and doing the toxic thing and doing the most toxic thing that you could ever personally do, you know? So yeah, I am sorry that you had to see that, and I am sorry that I'm trying not to cry because I don't want to cry in this apology video because I'm not Tana Mojo. I am not, no shame to her, by the way, but I'm not Tana Mojo. I'm not so many of these other YouTubers that are just sitting there like, come on, tier, you know, and I'm genuinely sorry about this, you know, and it's been a hard couple of days, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video and just letting me vent and say like, hey, I made a mistake. And I think that if we all are able to say, hey, I made a mistake and I'm sorry, the world would be a better place. And yeah, so that's my take on it, and I will go delete the Instagram posts, but if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, then I don't know. I guess you don't know what the hell I'm talking about if you don't know what I'm talking about, but if you do know what I'm talking about, then I'm sorry. So, this, I guess, will be the video today, and then tomorrow we will talk business since I'm not working anymore. So, I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Stay body positive. Kate Winchester out. Hasta la bye-bye, and God bless your nutty little hearts, and don't forget to go nuts.